Good morning, students. Today, for your English grammar topic, we are going to start with the topic modals. Half of the auxiliary verbs we have discussed in the last class, and I have already sent you one of the audio clip also for the explanation. And half of the remaining modal auxiliary verbs we'll talk about today. So, first of all, modals. The auxiliary verbs that indicate the mode or manner of an action is known as modals. They express ability, possibility, necessity, permission, obligation, etc. So here we have already discussed half of the modal auxiliary verbs in the last class. Those were will, shall, would, should, may and might. And today we are going to start with can. So if we have to use can in the negative sense, we are supposed to use cannot. First of all, we'll talk about the first use, to express permission. As the sentence is given, can I use your pen? The second is to express possibility. Anyone can make mistake. That is the possibility for everyone. Anyone of us can make mistakes. So the third use is here to express ability or capacity. He can stay without water for an entire day. That is his ability, or we can say the capacity of the person, that he can stay without water for an entire day, for a full day. So students, the next is the modal auxiliary could, and if we have to use it in the negative sense, could not is placed there. So we will talk about the first use, to express ability and capacity in the past. Means past ability or past capacity we are talking about. The examples are given there. He could outrun everybody in the class. And the next is there, I could do it now if you like. Next is there, to express a polite request. Means more polite request if we are supposed to express, we will express with the could. Could we borrow your ladder please? Could I borrow your bicycle please? So these are the polite request expressing manners. Next use is to express possibility under certain conditions. If we had the money, we could buy a car. That means only the situation is there when we had the money. If we had the money, only then there was the possibility for us to buy a car. So it is described with could. Next we will talk about must. To express obligation or duty. You must obey the instructions. Soldiers must obey the orders of their officers. And we must not cry over petty things. The next use of must is to express necessity, compulsion or prohibition. The first is the example here, I must switch off the computer now. And second is, you must not wear casual at work. That means it is not allowed to wear casual dresses at workplace. Okay. Next example beta, to express emphatic advice or determination. You must see the principal at once. And we must get together soon for dinner. Understand? Okay. The next use and last use of must is there, to express assumption, conclusion, inference, certainty and strong probability. Examples are given there. She is not here. She must have left already. The second example we are talking about, he must have reached the station by now. It's having the strong probability. Okay. Next we are supposed to use have to. Have to is used to express necessity in the sense of must. Example, sorry, I have to leave early tonight. Or in other words, we can also say in the sense of must, sorry, I must leave early tonight. Okay. Second is the uses there to give advice or to recommend something. You simply have to learn to be polite. And you have to try this new eatery. That is the use of have to. Okay. The next is there need. Where need is used, need chiefly show absence of necessity or compulsion in the negative and interrogatives. As we are talking about the example, you need not worry about Granny. I'll take care of everything here. Need I wait for him? These are the sentences here, examples here. Its past is had to in the affirmatives and need not have in the negatives and need have in interrogatives. Keep in your mind according to the given sense whether it is affirmative, negative or a interrogative sense. So these are the two examples given there. You needn't have spoiled this plan for the sake of mere fun. And what is the next sentence? Need I have to see my doctor? It's done. So now we are proceeding with the next one, that is ought. Ought is used to express the obligation or duty. As we have talked in last class about all this also, we ought to respect our elders. Means the sense is from our inner conscience. Okay, we ought not to be dishonest. That is also our inner conscience. There is no external authority in ought as there is in must, which expresses the speaker's authority. Must compels action on the part of the subject. Ought expresses duty, inner conscience, a sensible action or advice. It has the same sense as should. Okay. So the last is there to give advice. You ought to study for 4 hours every day. And here it is described, ought to is less forceful than must. Ought to and should both are used in the same terms, as here must is used in the sense of forceful condition. So the next is there dare. Dare means to have courage. Dare means to have courage. So it is generally used in negative and interrogatives. First is the example, I dare not ask my brother to help me. Means I don't have the courage to ask my brother to help me. Okay. The second is there, dare we challenge them. And what is the third one? How dare you misbehave. So these are the uses of dare in the sense of to have courage. And the last one is used to. Used to express past habit. Here is this one. I used to go to the temple every Tuesday. I don't go now. That means in the past, speaker used to go to the temple, but he is not in the habit to go to temple nowadays. Okay. And what is the second use? The second use is there to express the existence of something in the past. Some years ago, there used to be a huge banyan tree at this crossing. Okay, means in the past something was existed there. So So students, up to here we have completed our topic Mudas. I have already sent you the assignment to do. Maybe you already have done in your English PC, and you have matched the answers of that assignment also. And today make one more revision for this topic again, and enjoy your day. Have a good day.